It is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Tuesday, February the 13th, 2018. Brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Mac Allison of Enid, Oklahoma, informs us that Colleen Freeman, 91, formerly of Muleshoe, died in hospice care at her home in Eden, Oklahoma, on Friday. She was the wife of James Freeman, who was with the Texas Department of Public Safety as a patrolman here in Muleshoe. The Freemans moved from Lubbock to Enid, Oklahoma in September for her to be near her daughter and son-in-law, Kay and Mac Allison. A memorial service for Colleen L. Freeman will be held on this Saturday afternoon at 2 at the Central Christian Church in Enid, Oklahoma. Colleen Freeman was born November the 7th, 1926 in Headley to Tom and Grace Dodson Morgan, who later came to Muleshoe. She graduated from Martin High School in 1942. She married Elvis R. Jiggs Baker in 1945, and they had two daughters. Donna Ann was born in 1946, and Kay was born in 1947. The girl's father died in 1954, leaving Colleen with two small daughters and a new restaurant in Lubbock. She sent the girls by train to Muleshoe to stay with their grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Tom Morgan, and during the week they would stay here in Muleshoe with their grandparents. She made the Baker Steakhouse a success and sold it in 1958, and then moved to Muleshoe to live near her parents. Colleen married James L. Freeman shortly after moving to Muleshoe on September the 6th, 1958, and again the girls had a loving daddy in their home. Jim and Colleen Freeman celebrated their 59th wedding anniversary last year. Colleen had a long and a varied business career. Colleen and Jiggs ran restaurants in Martin, Denver City, Levelland, and in Lubbock. In Muleshoe, Colleen worked for Frying Cox Incorporated and also was the superintendent's secretary for the Muleshoe schools. Her husband, Jim Freeman, also worked here in Muleshoe, and he was a highway patrolman. My father always bragged on James Freeman. He's saying he was the easiest person to work with. After moving to Amarillo, she worked at the Texas Tech Plantex Research Center and Bell Helicopter. In Austin, she worked for the Texas Welfare Fraud Division. In Houston, she did interior design and furniture restoration and a SCORE counselor. Jim and Colleen moved back to Lubbock in 1984 and enjoyed many years of retirement there. And also, of course, you understand, he was transferred with the Texas Department of Public Safety, and that's why they moved so many times. In retirement, they traveled 48 states and by their RV. They also saw Europe, the Caribbean, British Isles, Canada, Mexico, Hawaii, Alaska, and New Brunswick. Survivors of Colleen Freeman are her husband James of the home in Enid, Oklahoma, her daughter Kay, and her husband Mac Allison of Enid, formerly of Muleshoe, grandson Donnie Allison and his wife Terry of Oklahoma City, her son-in-law Ricky Kuntz of Dimmitt, a grandson Shannon Mason, and he lives in Robertson, Texas, a grandson Grady Mason, Cleburne, Texas, and a stepson James Mitchell Freeman and his wife Pat of Sallisaw, Oklahoma. There are 5 great-grandchildren and also 4 great-great-grandchildren of Colleen Freeman. She was preceded in death by her parents, Tom and Grace Morgan of Muleshoe, her husband, Jiggs Baker, her sister, Betty Ann Wagnon, who was Mrs. Joe Pat Wagnon of Muleshoe, a daughter, Donna Ann Baker Kuntz of Dimmitt, and 2 great-grandsons, Taylor Allison and Brandon Mason. Please remember all of the family of Colleen Freeman in your prayers, and repeating, the memorial service will be held for Colleen, 91 years of age, on this Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Central Christian Church in Enid, Oklahoma. Funeral services were held on Monday morning for Marjorie Precure, 92, formerly of Muleshoe. She died in the Valley Ranch at Irving, Texas on Thursday. Her pastor, the Reverend Jeff Kaufman of Muleshoe, officiated at the funeral services on Monday at the Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe, where she was a member. Burial was in the Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellis Funeral Home of Muleshoe. Marjorie Precure was born February the 7th, 1926 in Frederick, Oklahoma, to Al and Keith Spinks Cassidy. She graduated from high school in Frederick, Oklahoma, where she was reared, and then after graduating from OU, she moved to Muleshoe, where her father already lived, out in the YL community. She married Kenneth Precure at Lasbuddy on May the 30th, 1949, after a whirlwind courtship. She received her teaching degree at Oklahoma University, but she only taught 1 semester here in Muleshoe. She also taught Sunday school and was a member of AAUW, and she was a charter member of the ESA sorority. Marjorie Precure was an avid bridge player and loved being a mother and a grandmother. She was a member of the Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. Marjorie Precure was preceded in death by her husband Kenneth, her son Allison Ray Precure, her grandson Jared Harrison, and her parents, and also a sister, Jean McWilliams. Marjorie is survived by 3 daughters, Melanie Harrison of Carrollton, Cassie Schaefer and her husband Larry of Colorado Springs, and Judy Ferris and her husband Mike of Denton. Also, she has 8 grandchildren, Joel, John, Jordan, and James Harrison, Scott and Stephen Schaefer, Lauren Mason Williamson, and Samantha Mason Elliott, and 9 great-grandchildren. All of her children were reared here in Muleshoe. The family asked that memorials be sent to either Muleshoe Memorial Park, Post Office Box 373 here in Muleshoe, the zip 79347, or St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, 501 St. Jude Place, Memphis, Tennessee, and that zip code is 38105. Online condolences can be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And please remember all of the family of Marjorie Precure in your prayers. Wanda Fern Black Cagle, the daughter of the late Zada Mae and Ray Black of Muleshoe, died on Wednesday morning, February the 7th. Her funeral services will be held at the Grace Church in Haltom City on this Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Please remember all of the family of Wanda Fern Black Cagle in your prayers. The high in Muleshoe on Monday was 49 degrees. The low was 16. And at 7 o'clock on Tuesday morning, it was still 16 degrees here in Muleshoe officially. And now 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. First, a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 area, whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world. Security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 area 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Well, looking at our weather forecast for the rest of the week, it's going to be pretty nice here in the Muleshoe area. Sunny, high near 63 today on Tuesday for the Muleshoe area. South-southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, then partly cloudy tonight, low around 31. Tonight, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming west after midnight. Partly sunny on Wednesday. High near 74 degrees. Breezy conditions with the west-southwest wind between 5 and 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 25 miles per hour Wednesday afternoon. Mostly cloudy Wednesday night. Low around 46. Then even warmer on Thursday, mostly cloudy, high near 71 degrees. West-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour Thursday afternoon. Thursday night, a slight chance of rain before midnight, then a slight chance of rain and snow after. Mostly cloudy. Low around 32 Thursday night. West-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, becoming north-northeast 15 to 20 miles per hour. After midnight, chance of precipitation is 20%. Friday, another slight chance of rain and snow before noon. Then a chance of rain afternoon. Mostly cloudy. High near 42 degrees. Northeast winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour, becoming southeast 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday afternoon, winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour. Chance chance of precipitation is 20%. A slight chance of rain and snow Friday night, mostly cloudy, low around 26 degrees. South-southeast winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour, becoming southwest after midnight. Then Saturday, mostly sunny, high near 60 degrees. Southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour, becoming north-northwest in the afternoon hours. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low around 30. So a few slight chances of rain beginning Thursday night through Friday and Friday night. So keep your fingers crossed. So hopefully we can break this long spell of drought conditions that we've had here in the Muleshoe area. The last time we got any trace of rain here at Channel 6 in Muleshoe was October the 22nd. And repeating our forecast for today on Tuesday, sunny, high near 63, south-southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, partly cloudy tonight, low around 31. Then breezy Wednesday afternoon, partly sunny, high near 74 degrees, west-southwest winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 25 miles per hour Wednesday afternoon, mostly cloudy. Wednesday night, low around 46, then even warmer on Thursday, mostly cloudy, high near 71 with windy conditions during the afternoon hours. Thursday night, a slight chance of rain before midnight and chance of rain and snow after midnight, low Thursday night around 32. 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, you can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location. Monitor and control dependent cardholder usage. Receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions and take action. Deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South 1st Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South 1st Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
This is Isla Reynolds. I am 7 years old, and I know one thing, that Leal's Mexican food is the best. I love the chips and salsa at Leal's. The enchiladas are super. You have to try the guacamole and topapillas. That's at my favorite Leal's in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard.
Bring your loved one into the Dinner Bell restaurant here in Muleshoe on Valentine's Day on Wednesday, 2103 West American Boulevard for steak and shrimp. Also get free chocolate dipped strawberries with your meal at the Dinner Bell restaurant this Valentine's Day on Wednesday. And happy Valentine's Day from everyone at the Dinner Bell family, including Javad and all of his employees. They also will begin their Lenten fish fries on their Friday buffet for lunch and dinner during the Lent season at Dinner Bell Restaurant, 2103 West American Boulevard. Bring your loved one in on Valentine's Day Wednesday to eat steak and shrimp and get free chocolate dipped strawberries with your meal as well at the Dinner Bell Restaurant here in Muleshoe, Texas.
The two incumbents on the Muleshoe School Board, Jay Cage and Sergio Leal, have both filed for re-election in District 1 for Jay and District 4 for Sergio. And in the Muleshoe Area Hospital District election, Gail Richardson has filed for District 1. No one has filed for District 3. And in District 5, incumbent Zona Gatewood has filed once again. The Muleshoe City election is Mayor Cliff Black, incumbent, has filed for re-election, and no one has filed for the special election for District 2. Now, the deadline for filing for the city special election is March the 5th at 5 o'clock. And this Friday, February the 16th at 5 o'clock is the deadline for filing for the city, the Muleshoe Area Hospital District, and also the Muleshoe ISD elections, all to be held in May. You file at City Hall with the City Secretary, Zana Carpenter. There are 3 people that we know of who there are 3 people that we know of who will resign and retire from the Muleshoe Independent School District at the end of this school year. Nancy Barrier, who is also not only retiring but also running for Bailey County Justice of the Peace. Connie Alanis, who is also retiring, and Jim Daniel, who is not only retiring but also as a school teacher, but he is running for Bailey County Commissioner of Precinct Number 4. Mrs. Alanis worked 5 years as a TA at Dillman Elementary School, and then she went to Eastern New Mexico University in Portales for her teaching degree. She taught for 23 years. 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade are a combination of those 3 grades. She loved teaching all children, but some special memories were teaching the Fort Lorico dancers and performing at Cinco de Mayo celebrations. She also is proud of her students who have come back and become teachers, speech therapists, nurses, police officers, and good citizens of America. She prays to God that she has made a difference in the lives of all of her students. Some of her best memories are when students come back to say she was their favorite teacher or she made a difference in their life. Jim Daniel also submitted his retirement letter on Thursday. Mr. Daniel has represented our Muleshoe schools with a quick wit, relationship building, and public speaking ability for many years. For 18 years, Jim Daniel developed strong relationships with students at Muleshoe High School, and he taught social studies for 13 years and then has taught ag science for the last 5 years. He developed many strong relationships with students and staff and was selected by the senior classes of Muleshoe High School for 7 times to give the graduation speech. Jim Daniel is not a rocking chair man. He is currently running for Bailey County Commissioner of Precinct Number 4. He also plans to spend time with his grandchildren and family and training horses. Good luck to all 3 of these who will retire from the Muleshoe schools. Nancy Barrier has taught for 27 years, but 24 of those here in Muleshoe, as she has been a Spanish teacher. And she is not a rocking chair person either, as she is running for Bailey County Justice of the Peace. Good luck to all 3 of these retirees from the Muleshoe School, and of course they will retire at the end of this school year. Be sure to go online and on the air on Channel 6 to hear the Muleshoe City Council meeting from Monday evening. It is up now on the front page of our website and also on Reach Broadband Channel 6. There will be no school for students on this Friday. It is a staff development day. And then on Monday, there will be no school for teachers and also students because it is President's Day. So a nice long weekend. No school in Muleshoe February 16th or the 19th for students, and no school for teachers on the President's Day, February the 19th. Muleshoe High School powerlifters will go to Seagraves to compete on this Saturday. The girls' last regional qualifying meet will be at Seagraves. Last Friday, the varsity Mules played Littlefield here at Muleshoe High School gym, and Littlefield won that game 50-41 over the Mules, and that makes the Mules 3-10 in district. Now they will play their last game of the season at Idalou, there in Idalou, on Tuesday night. The JV boys will play at 5, and the varsity Mules will play Idalou at 6:30 at Idalou. Also this week in softball, the Caprock softball tournament will be held in Lubbock, and this will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and the Muleshoe High School students will be participating in that softball tournament. All day on Friday, there will be a ENMU Spanish Festival at Portales. According to Coach Wes Boatman, the baseball scrimmage with Friona has been rescheduled for Saturday the 17th, and they will scrimmage Abernathy at 12 noon and then Friona at 2:30 here in Muleshoe at the baseball diamond. Valentine's Day is this Wednesday, and the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe will have their annual Soul Stew Supper on Wednesday evening. If you know of anyone who would benefit from this supper, please give me a call here at Channel 6, 272-3990. And we'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Aim Bank Muleshoe and Farwell is bringing many exciting opportunities to the Muleshoe, Lasbuddy, and Farwell areas, and technology enhancements increase lending capabilities while keeping all of the same smiling faces you're used to in both locations. Aim Bank Muleshoe joins the many area full-service Aim Bank locations in the Panhandle, South Plains, Permian Basin, and Big Country regions of Texas, combined with an ATM network of more than 750 Stripes convenience stores locations in Texas, New Mexico, along with Oklahoma. Aim Bank has a commitment of supporting local communities and their local customers right here in the Muleshoe area. Aim Bank, where a handshake still means something, both member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street has two nurse practitioners, Christy Lee and Kristen Neely. You can make an appointment now by calling 806-272-7544 at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe with either Christy or Kristen. The medical clinic at Muleshoe is located inside of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe. Again, the number to call is 806-272-7544 to make your appointment now to see either Christy Lee or Kristen Neely, nurse practitioners at the medical clinic of Muleshoe.
Tattered Tumbleweed, 1405 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, where Gina is rolling out a new large shipment of shirts by Wrangler, Cinch, Cruel Girl, and Area. Get them while the selection is the best. All purses now marked down 25% off, and women's long sleeve shirts and blouses all on sale at 20% off. Perfect for your Super Bowl party, the great line of Fredericksburg Farms barbecue sauces, grilling glazes, South Texas salsa verde, and much more. Baby shower selections for Kanan and Mindy Heinrich now available at Tattered Tumbleweed in Muleshoe. Don't forget about their great line of work boots at 1405 West American Boulevard in steel and non-steel toe, waterproof, and great brands like King, Timberland, Justin, Durango, Red Wing, and they'll stretch your boots for free when you buy them at Tattered, or bring your boots in that you bought elsewhere and they'll stretch them for $10. Valentine's Day is just around the corner at Tattered, and they have a great selection of perfume by Rock and Rodeo, Gypsy Kiss, Annie Justin, Love by Perry Ellis, and more. Get her a beautiful birthstone ring, perfect for Valentine's, spirit cups, wallet cards, jewelry dishes, Park Hill candles, lotion bottles, soap, and hand wash, all available at Tattered Tumbleweed, just right for Valentine's Day at 1405 West American Boulevard. See them Tuesday through Fridays, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Early voting in the March 6th primary election in the state of Texas will start on February the 20th and will continue through March the 2nd at the Bailey County Clerk's office here for Bailey County registered voters, and that is on the second floor of the Bailey County Courthouse, and that is for the March 6th, which is a Tuesday, election and primaries across the state of Texas. February 20th through March the 2nd is early voting. Remember in your prayers, please, Charles Mayhew, who suffered a stroke just recently, and he is in the hospital in Amarillo. That's Charles Mayhew is in the hospital in Amarillo suffering from a stroke. Also, remember Wynn Cantwell. She is the daughter of Rowena Myers of Muleshoe, and she fell and broke her hip at the Running Water Draw Care Center in Olton, and she had surgery in Lubbock at University Medical Center there, and she is back now, we're glad to report, at the Running Water Draw Care Center in Olton. That's Wynn Cantwell. Maureen Hooten is home from the hospital. Also, we're glad to report that also home from the hospital here in Muleshoe is Mary Nell Bleeker. But continue to remember Maureen Hooten and Mary Nell Bleeker both in your prayers at home. Anthony Vickers, the music director at the Methodist Church, is ill and needs to be in our prayers. Chris Martis, Paul Wilbanks of Lubbock, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, and a new resident at the Parkview Nursing Care Center, Doyle and Leela Sue King of Muleshoe. Please remember Doyle and Leela Sue King and their family as they adjust to their new surroundings at the Parkview Nursing Care Center, and also Sally Ellis, a new resident at the Parkview Nursing Care Center. Larry Combs and his wife Berta, they are still in Lubbock, and where he is undergoing radiation treatments. They're staying at the Hope Lodge in Lubbock, and that address is 3513 10th Street in Lubbock. The zip is 79415. They try to come home on the weekends. Juanita Flores, Belinda Head, Linda Watson, Dr. Joby Claiborne is home from Lubbock. And remember these families who have lost loved ones in recent times: Greg Combs, Keith Berman, Shannon Redwine, Junior Garza, Twyla Albertson, Eva Gardia, Bill Howard, and his funeral will not be until the 24th of February. Carolyn Stansel, Juanita Caldwell, Bird, Marjorie Precure, Jimmy Cobley, Wanda Fern, Black, Cagle, and Colleen Freeman's families, all in your prayers.
Buy any 7-piece bedroom set now at Buywise Home and Auto and get a 32-inch TV set for free. These featured bedroom sets you're seeing are all priced at $19.99 and under. Offer ends February 28th. Also buy a living room set and get a free 40-inch TV. 2 now through the end of the month. See the new Corksicle stainless steel easy grip side stemless cups, tumblers in 16th and 24-ounce and a 25-ounce canteens, all in a variety of colors. Corksicles keep cold drinks cold for 9 hours and hot drinks hot for 3 hours. Buywise Auto and Home are also carrying beautiful home decor pieces and offering a bridal registry service and baby shower gifts. Don't forget to bring in your W-2 and defer your down payment on furniture, appliances, and vehicles now at Buywise Home and Auto, 106 East American Boulevard in Muleshoe, with additional locations in Littlefield, Dimmitt, and Hereford as well. Enter today to win one of 2 Spring 2018 $500 shopping giveaways at Fry & Cox, 401 South 1st Street in Muleshoe. Also pick up the Spring 2018 merchandise book, where if they don't have what you want in the store, you can order it out of the merchandise book and get it delivered here fast. New shipment of baby gifts by Nat and Jules and Demdeco, including plush cozies, rattles, blankies, stuffed animal pigs, elephants, polar bears, giraffes, and Nancy Tillman blankets and bears and elephants. Drool Buster bibs with the super duper drool catcher and sleeping bags by Nat and Jules for the newborns, and pillows that fold out into sleeping bags for the bigger kids. 9-piece block puzzles and baby plush books about barnyard friends, ocean friends, and friends on the go. See Fry & Cox's new do-it-yourself lumber section that includes quarter sheets of plywood, 2x4s, 1x8s, 1x4s, 1x3s, trim, molding, with lots more coming in soon. And don't forget about Fry & Cox Sewing Center, with new sewing notions arriving daily. All available at Fry & Cox, 401 South 1st Street in Muleshoe, Texas. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6. As well, find them all available free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, Fernando's Barrio. Details in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 77 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They're owned by the members they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online, bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
I call myself a trilingual person, Mexican, English, and Tex-Mex.
Fernando Nandin is a contractor in Brady who remodels and builds houses. I asked him what he had built before building his first house.
Built an outhouse. Built an outhouse for my aunt. She needed an outhouse, two-holder.
Fernando has built hundreds of houses. He started his contracting business in 1973.
I started out as a foundation man. Built foundations for the Farmers Home Administration, the VA, and they have to be right on. They had to be square, they had to be straight, they had to be level. They wanted precise. And I got to where I was pretty good at it.
Fernando was born and raised in Brady.
Grew up in that barrio in Brady. It was a tract of land that was left by the developer. He platted it especially for the Mexican people because they could not live on the south side, east side, or the west side. He even gave them a 1 acre plat to build a park, because Mexicans could not go to the white man's park and blacks had their own park and so forth.
His father left when Fernando was a child, and his mother died when he was 9.
So we grew up with uncles and aunts and grew up on the streets. My family, on my mother and father's side, did not want to educate themselves in anything. All they believed in was work, work, work. And you were not supposed to go to school. And that's the way I was wanting to be brought up, but I refused.
Fernando spent 10 years getting a degree from the Perkins School of Theology at SMU. He is the spokesperson for Mexican Americans in Brady.
You know, they've gone through tough times, and I've taught them how to live and how to bring themselves up.
He owns a good part of the original barrio. Fernando has written a book titled My Life in the Mexican Colony.
I wanted to make it easy for my kids to know who I was, what I did, and not to hold anything back from them. I saw a need to bring them up better than I was brought up.
Fernando Nandine of Brady. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.